I'm going to take you through today just a day in the life. It's taken a lot out of me. I am just so tired. I'm working on another surface design collection. So all my bookish girlies, I'm creating a fabric collection for you. Welcome back to another Sunday Stitches. I'm going to take you through today just a day in the life. I am still recovering from these silly sniffles. I finally went to the doctor's office because it's been about 3 weeks, and he was like, yeah, so he's getting me on the right track to recovery, but I've got some tea here. I am just so beat. It's taken a lot out of me. I am just so tired. I was really hoping this week to start on bags and to start on some jewelry for a jewelry launch, and I am tired. But the good news is I have other projects I can work on. As part of my business, a lot of you probably know me as an embroidery artist, as a quilter, but I'm also a surface designer, which means I design fabric, home goods with my prints and patterns on them. And this year I'd really like to expand that part of my business. I would love to see my artwork on even more products. I even just got in this shower curtain. I haven't hung it up yet. Might wind up doing a full bathroom thing, but it has all my cats on it. And it's so cute. But this is a shower curtain. I might have to get Pico and Noli, my kittens, to sit in front of it because this design is based off of them. But I have a whole bunch of designs up on Society 6, and they have all kinds of different home goods up there. They have shower curtains, duvet covers, phone cases, and clocks, and rugs, and towels, and all kinds of really cool things. I'm getting off on a tangent. The point is, I want to work on my surface design, and this week is a great week for it because I'm tired. Actually, physically, sewing or hand stitching just feels exhausting, and I'd really like to recover so that I can be in full force. I'm feeling a ton of pressure, the new year, start off, go big, and I feel like I'm entering the year quietly and slowly. And if you're kind of feeling that same pressure, but also having the sniffles or other things happening in your life, just if you need to hear from someone else, it's okay that we are taking our time and entering the year how we need to. So instead, I am working on, long story, I'm working on another surface design collection. So I'm designing for an art brief. I gifted myself at the end of 2024 a membership to Creative Studio Collection where we're going to be designing fabric and getting in front of art directors, and I couldn't be more excited. So there's currently an art call for Hawthorne Supply Company. I can't give you all of the details about the art call, but I can share the artwork that I'm creating with you. They asked for florals. So the collection that I'm making is not going to be just florals because you can find florals anywhere and everywhere. And I'm a floral girly. I love florals. But I think when you're creating a collection, it needs to have a little bit more of a story, a little bit more of an experience. So I'm creating a cozy Sunday morning collection that's going to be florals, a cup of cozy beverage, so lots of mugs, and books. So all my bookish girlies, I'm creating a fabric collection for you. If you're trying to make book sleeves and iPad cases and just cute little bags for your crafts, I have a collection that's coming your way. And today we're going to work on it because I need an easy project where I can sit still and not move around too much and just recover so that I can be back in full force with my garden girl studio-ness. So I'll show you kind of how far we've gotten on the collection. I'll show you my sketches and where we've gotten so far. The goal for today is going to be to finish one of the patterns. I might make one additional pattern that's a floral. I'm not sure I'm super thrilled with how my main floral is coming out, so I might make a second one. If we have time, we'll see. And then I kind of want to see all of the designs that I have created so far. It's going to be probably somewhere between an 8 and 10 pattern collection, so 8 to 10 patterns in the whole collection. They're all going to kind of coordinate. I want to see what they look like together to make sure they really are telling a story, that they really do look good together, that I have my colors balanced, that I have my background colors balanced. And yeah, I'm still in the stages where I'm taking feedback and I'm changing things around. I have until January 31st to submit. And either way, this collection will be going on Spoonflower. We'll see. Maybe Hawthorne will pick it up too. I would love to shop with Hawthorne as well. So we'll see. Yeah, so we're going to start working. We're going to design today. I'm going to get my iPad out and I'll show you exactly what we've been working on. Okay, so I'm using Procreate to create this artwork. In general, I'm usually like a Procreate / watercolor girly, but I've found that Procreate speeds up my design time. It goes much faster. So these were the original sketches for this collection. And I told you I kind of wanted to go for like a cozy weekend morning kind of vibe. So we're talking books, we're talking florals, really, really pretty florals. We're talking books and florals and mugs. This is kind of like the energy I want to be going with right here. It needs to have coordinates, which means some blender patterns. When you're quilting, you need fabrics that are not so busy all the time. So I need some basic blenders. These were my original sketches that I started out with. I thought maybe an alphabet would be really cute and pretty. I wanted to do some bookshelves and then maybe some like book pages. So this is kind of where I started with the whole sketching process. And then I made a whole bunch of artwork. I tested out some colors. My colors have shifted a little bit, but this is kind of the color scheme that we're going for within this collection. And I've started making the artwork. Generally, when I'm working this way, I'm making individual elements that can be used within my project, but I'm not necessarily compiling the patterns. On occasion, I am making like this pattern here. This is going to be one of my coordinates. It's nearly in a repeat. I touched it up in Photoshop on my computer. I can maybe show that to you later, but it's very close to final. But you can see some of these elements are not in a repeat pattern yet. It's just me creating the individual artwork to be made. So I've got, this is some of the elements I'm going to be using in one of my hero prints. Today, the pattern that we haven't finished yet is the book stacks. We're going to be working on this pattern right here. I'm going to be working on my desktop, so I'll kind of show you from start to finish, but I've cleaned it up in Photoshop on my computer, and I have all of the books individually grouped. I have my layers organized, but we need to get this so that it's a repeating pattern so that it can be printed onto fabric. So let's go ahead and dive in with that. So I've brought in all of my elements that I need to start making this bookshelf pattern. I had used Photoshop, so this is Photoshop, the sketch that I brought in from Procreate. Now I've taken all of these elements and I've put them into Adobe Illustrator to make our repeat pattern. To get started, I'm going to just work on rearranging all of these into a repeat that is similar to our Photoshop file. And yeah, then we'll have to kind of tweak it and add a background color and we'll go from there. I am getting so tired. Can you tell I'm starting to get like worn down? With this like cold or whatever this is, I can't like work as long as I would like to, but we are trying. So I have been fussing with this bookshelf pattern and I think we've just about got it there. I'm playing around with some different background colors just to see if there's any other fun background colors that we might be able to use. But ultimately, I'm going to wind up just calling it for today. Sometimes I need to step back from my patterns, look at them another day. Anyway, lunchtime soon. The plan is let's get all of our patterns into one of the template file so that we can see what they look like together, see what we need to work on, see what's left. There's a chance I'm going to want to make a separate floral. I think I'm going to want to make a separate floral. So we'll see. We have to submit somewhere between, I think, 6 and 10 designs. And we've got a good number. So let's see what they look like together. I am not going to use all these patterns. We've got to decide which ones are the strongest. Ultimately, I can upload them all to Spoonflower if someone wants a different style, but for this fabric collection, the one that I'm submitting to Hawthorne Supply Co., I want to kind of narrow the field, send out along my best work, and see if it's something they might like. So let's see what it looks like inside the design template. After that, I'm going to grab some lunch. And this afternoon, I forgot I want to apply to a few markets for the upcoming year. Usually January 1st, a lot of applications open up so that I can schedule out for the upcoming year. So I think I'm going to try to put together an application or two and submit those just so that I can make sure we have income coming in for the rest of the year. So that's the plan. Let's tackle it. Y'all, I still haven't gone to lunch. It is 3:30. I'm so tired, but I feel like once you get into like the creative headspace making these designs, you just got to keep going. So let me show you how they look together. There are going to be a few tweaks from here. We are not done yet, but I think we have a good start for today. We need to just tighten this up a bit. So let me show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is the pattern file that I'm going to be sharing. At least I'm going to be exporting this. Basically, there are templates here just based on how many patterns. And right now I'm working with 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This one that we worked on today, I want to tighten up a little bit. I want to make sure that we don't have large gaps. We're going to tweak this a little bit, but that might be like a come back another day type of situation. I'm debating the background color and the spacing of these mugs and the spacing of this hero. I might tighten it up just a little bit. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how this is coming out. I think these are looking pretty nice together. I'm picturing it as a quilting collection. So, you know, you should be able to mix and match these fabrics together and they should look pretty nice. So you can kind of see how this mug one kind of goes with this mug one. These yellow flowers, the background matches this. This pink kind of runs through some of the darker pinks in this part of the collection. And it could even go with this mug here as well. The knit goes well with the pages and also the mugs in this main floral. So you can see how it's kind of pulling colors from multiple spaces within this collection. So I'm eager to see how this comes out, but I think I need to take a break and walk away because ultimately it's not quite there. The one that we worked on today needs a little bit more work, but it's getting there. It's getting there, and I'm excited about it. Overall, I think we made really good progress today. I'm going to go take a break. I think we're going to wrap up the vlog here for today. If I do anything else, it's going to be some admin work, which I'm sure will be boring to follow along too. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button somewhere people can find videos that they might enjoy, small business vlogs. And if you enjoyed hanging out with me today, maybe hit that subscribe button. I would love to have you along for the creative journey. Until next time, friends, happy stitching.